Anuj, what are you picking up? Do we have the details of this? Because around 1:30 is when the tremors were felt in Noida. Do we have updates of the minor tremors that were felt in the Delhi-Gurgaon border at 1 o'clock? Let's also pick up the details for 1:30. But let me go across to Amita. Amita was there in the studio when she felt the tremors. Amita, you were in the studio when it happened. What did you experience? Please tell us.
First, actually, the tremor that was felt a little before the bulletin that was about to start at before 1:30. That is when we felt a little strong tremor, but it thought it is gone. So that time we did not panic, and whereafter when the bulletin started, that after we started getting 2-3 aftershocks, and that was pretty strong. So that is when we saw in the newsroom that people are all standing up and they were rushing out of the building. And that is when we started hearing the commotion of the people. They were running outside from the staircase, from the emergency exit. And this is yet another quake that we have felt in the last 2 weeks or so. And there have been multiple quakes that the residents of Delhi from Noida or also from Gurgaon have been feeling. Niranjan.
Now, okay, gather your breath, Amita, because the reason why we're staying on this story for a bit is because the entire region, the NCR, has experienced nearly 64 tremors with magnitudes ranging between 4 and 4.9, with magnitudes 5 and above over the last 2 years, which shows an increase in the accumulation. Now, I'm just reading what an IIT professor has said. Let me go across to Gaurav for quickly, for a quick update. I think he has more details. Gaurav, what updates are you picking up on the intensity of this quake?
जी इंटेंसिटी की बात करें तो लो इंटेंसिटी का ये अर्थक्वेक था 2.1 की इंटेंसिटी थी, लेकिन बात करें दिल्ली एनसीआर रीजन की तो इसका जो केंद्र था, एपिक सेंटर था, वो दिल्ली गुरुग्राम बॉर्डर था, यानी कि दिल्ली से बिल्कुल दिल्ली पे ही था। और इसकी जो डेप्थ थी वो 18 किलोमीटर थी। हालांकि इंटेंसिटी कम होने की वजह से बहुत कम लोगों को महसूस हुआ, लेकिन जिस तरह से लगातार अगर हम दिल्ली एनसीआर के रीजन में देखें अर्थक्वेक्स आ रहे हैं, ट्रेमर्स आ रहे हैं, उससे लोगों में कहीं ना कहीं आशंका। और इससे पहले का वक्त भी था जब नेपाल में भूकंप आए थे, उसके बाद भी दिल्ली एनसीआर के रीजन में लगातार कई बार तेज भूकंप के झटके आए थे। तो उसके बाद फिर एक ऐसा ही ये दौर है जिसमें लगातार भूकंप के झटके लोगों को सामना करना पड़ रहा है। और फिलहाल ये 2.1 जो तीव्रता का भूकंप, लो इंटेंसिटी का भूकंप जो था, वो फिलहाल दिल्ली एनसीआर में महसूस किया गया और इसका एपिक सेंटर जो था वो गुरुग्राम में था।
Okay, so the tremor, let me just quickly summarize what's happened so far. Earthquake of magnitude 2.1, it's another low magnitude earthquake, but the aftershocks were felt. In fact, the epicenter, according to agencies, is the Delhi-Gurgaon border. Magnitude 2.1 on the Richter scale occurred this afternoon at 1 p.m. where we have the details, and the aftershocks were felt even in our studios in Noida. Amita was in the studio when she felt the tremors and alerted our news teams, and that's when we gathered all the details. I think Amita is back in the studio. Amita, I'm handing it back to you. If we have any visuals on news agency ANI, we can take those visuals, and also the responses to the minor quake and the aftershocks. But this is certainly in the series of what has been felt in the last 1 week in the national capital, and that's why we are paying a closer attention to what's happening. Okay, we'll go across to Amita. She's back in the studio, and we'll take this broadcast forward. Amita, over to you.